Good morning. This is Rudy Hinojosa, CEO and founder of Lightwave Library. I just wanted to go over a previous video I made for the community here at Koha. So I created a AI interface bubble that can sit right here and briefly showed a demonstration of how that works. This video dives a little bit deeper into what's happening when that webhook is called. I use a service called make.com. As you can see, it's over here on the right side of my screen. And it's basically using operations to perform certain activities, and that's how they make their money, basically. They do have a free subscription that allows you like 2,000 operations a month, and that's pretty good, pretty generous as well. But I use make.com for other services that I use throughout. And so we're going to dive into that, and I'll show you how that works and how the AI generator portion of it works. They use something called scenarios. You build a scenario. But before we dive into that, let me just explain what make.com is. And I'm going to use Copilot to better explain it. So make.com is a no-code automation platform that allows users to design, build, and automate workflows visually. It integrates with over 2,000 apps, enabling users to connect various tools and systems to streamline processes and improve efficiency. So that is pretty good in itself as an explanation. Now to see it work is actually pretty neat too. So I'm going to demonstrate that as well. So as I mentioned, I created a process called Koha Ai. So let's pull that up. And this is my workflow for that. So there's a webhook involved. And the second step is I can drag this any way I want. The second step is the call to a AI agent. So you can use ChatGPT, you can use Whisper, you can use Gemini, or even a custom API interface that you have. So basically, it just needs an API key to interact with that. And then ultimately, the webhook sends the response of the query. So what I'm going to do here is just run it in real time. So it's actually listening. So you can watch it go through the flow. And then over here, where I have the HTML, I'm going to go ahead and activate a query. So I'm just going to say, or ask it a question like, how many settings are there in Koha administration? And I'm going to click the send button. And then you can watch it go in real time. It's processing, sends the result back, and now we have it here on the screen. So I just asked a very general question about Koha. And here's the response. So now let's take a deep dive in what's actually happening at make.com. So I'm going to go ahead and close this window, maximize this one so we can see the whole workflow. So here I'm going to hit the magnifying glass to inspect what came through. So it shows you the bundle and my query. It comes across as a JSON. So it's basically query colon, and then the query is inside double quotes, how many settings. The next thing is the processing that happens step by step that goes into the ChatGPT engine and the collection of it. And then the result, and that's the answer. And then the next thing it does, it sends it back to the calling page in the body. The nice thing about this also is you can also see the history. And so if I hit the back button here, I'm going to discard my changes because I didn't mean to change anything. You can look at the history. This allows you to use the information to see how your clients and customers are using the AI. You can look at the queries that are being asked, and maybe you can help them in the future by creating a customized email to them saying, hey, I see you were asking for help in this department, so we're going to create a video for you or a tutorial that's more specific to that to better help. Anyways, just wanted to mention this to y'all and do a little explanation on how you could use make.com to work for your type of situation. They have a ton of plugins, by the way. You can do SQL calls. It's just they have a ton of plugins. I would recommend checking them out and looking at all the plugins. And I call these drop-ins. They have multiple drop-ins. I can show you something really quick on that. So let's create a new scenario. And they've improved the interface a lot. They've got email engines. You can tie into Google Sheets, create flow controls, Airtable. It's very similar to Zapier, if some of you are familiar with that. I like make.com over Zapier because they have more plugins and more scenarios than Zapier. And the workflow interface is really nice here on make.com. But I just wanted to give you a quick shout out on this, and I hope you found the video useful. Thanks.